Hi, I'm Giles and welcome to Small Machines instructions video. Today I'm going to show you how to build the hoist. So first of all, you are going to need one pair of scissors, the base plate, the parts plate out of the box, the adhesive sticky pads, one length of string, a short piece of dowel, a short piece of PVC tubing, and both syringes already put together with a donut spacer on as a working hydraulic system. Step 1. Take both uprights out of the parts board. Take the donut spacer and put it into the large hole at the bottom. Now, fit those onto the baseboard. Push that syringe through so that you've got plenty of room. We're now going to put the 3 ribs across those uprights. They hold everything together. There we go. 1. 2. And the third and final one sat right in at the corner. That's the lower half of your hoist put together without any glue at this point. Step 2, we're going to build the arm of the hoist. I've taken both long pieces out of the parts board. I've taken the second spacer out, and I've got both of the braces that are going to span the arm to hold it in place. First thing I'm going to do is put that spacer between both arms. Now when you do this, make sure that you have lined up both notches for these braces. That way you'll make sure that the arm is going to work properly when it's put together. So I take one brace, fit it into that arm, and then into the second one. Take the second brace and do the same again. That's the arm put together. Okay, step 3. Now we're going to put together the support that the hoist's platform will hang from via that piece of string. So I've taken out these 2 parts. They need to go together back to back and top and tail. When you do that, you're going to create a hole at each end that you're going to pass the string through. So, first one is going to push down onto the arm and go into these notches. The second one, we're going to put the arm onto it, like so. There they are, in the arm, holding it together, and you've created that hole that you're going to pass the string through so we can hang the platform from it. Okay. Step 4. We are going to trim some PVC tubing that we're going to push onto the end of these short pieces of dowel. To do that, you're going to need a pair of scissors and you're going to need a cup of warm water. Use the warm water just to soften the tubing before we cut it. Makes it easier to do, less likely to hurt yourself. Doesn't need to be warmed for long, it softens quite quickly. There we go. I can now stand that on the tabletop and push my dowel into the end of it. When the tubing cools, it will grip the dowel tightly. It requires some force to push it on. You might want to get an adult to help you at this point. So what I've got there is a short piece of tubing attached to the end of the dowel, ready for step 5. Okay, step 5. We're now going to attach the arm to the base unit that we built in step 1. We're going to use the dowel to attach both parts together. This is also the pivot point for the hoist arm to move up and down on. So put that over there, line the holes up, push the dowel through, and now we're ready to put a second piece of tubing on the end of the dowel so that the arm doesn't fall off. There we go. Now I've moved those in from the end so that it's nice and tight up against it. Okay, step 6. I've just put the second piece of tubing on the end of the dowel, and you can see that I've pushed both of them in so that it holds it nice and close, both parts aren't wobbling around. Now what I'm going to do is trim down one of the sticky pads. We've given you 2 in case you make a mistake on the first one. I'm just going to take the corners off with a pair of scissors again, and I'm going to put the sticky pad onto this spacer up here, and then I'm going to use that to attach to the end of the syringe. There we go, that's stuck onto there nice and cleanly. Peel a piece of paper off. Now we can attach the syringe. I'm going to push that in so I've got room to get it underneath, and attach the syringe to here. This is going to stop the syringe falling off of the spacer when you're using the hoist and it's finally built. Okay then, step 7, a quick systems check before we move on. Let's make sure that we've put everything together as we should have done. We've got our base plate with our uprights attached to it. We've got our arm with the braces on. The syringe is attached via the sticky pad. Our system is worked full of water, there's no air in it. Let's see if it moves correctly as it should. And there you go. The first piece has fallen out because we haven't glued it in yet. We know then that we've got opportunity to check that we've put them in the right way round so that we can hang the platform from it. Without that piece though, it's still moving nicely. Everything's been put together well. No reason why we can't glue them in and then hang the platform from the end. Done. Okay, that's it glued together. We're going to give it 20 minutes, half an hour to dry, time for a cup of tea. Then we're going to come back, hang the platform from the end of the arm with the string. That'll be the final step to build your hoist. Okay, step 8. We've given the glue time to dry, so this is all ready for us to now attach the platform to the arm end with the string. So the first thing I'm going to do is thread the string through from the top, pull it across to an opposite corner, and I am going to get equal lengths of string hanging from it. I'm now going to pass one length of string through one side and the other through that. There we go. I'll lower that down. Now I can put the string through that one. And that one, ready for tying it together. I like to use it with a reef knot because it's easy to adjust and I know that it's not going to come undone. So that's left over right, under, and then right over left and under again. Like so. Pull that tight. And we've now got ourselves a hoist with platform ready to hang from the end. Thank you very much. I've been Giles and this has been Small Machines Instructions video.